Welcome to W Squared Barbecue. We hadn't had a chance to talk to you much about ribs because we've been so focused on brisket. We've got a run of ribs going today. Wanted to give you a chance. First of all, we want to do a little disclaimer. These are all for personal use. So as far as our cutting, bagging, everything else, this is inside our home. But as far as commercial use, we would be inside our trailer. That aside, let's take a look because I want to show you a couple of things. With W Squared, you have the option most of the time when you look at a set of ribs, especially from the back, as you can see the bones pulling through here. That means these ribs are pretty well done. They'll separate with not a lot of tug in between them. The other thing is, as you can see, you've got a full bone right here. And on the tips, you don't have the rib tips. Now, what we do at W Squared Barbecue before we start cooking is we trim those rib tips off. That gets rid of a lot of savory meat, but for those of you that don't like to chew through the cartilage that's running sideways across the tops of them, that's already carved off and you do not have to negotiate that. If you want the rib tips left on for you, we can absolutely leave them on. However, we grew up working with competition, and in competition, the competitors and the judges do not like to negotiate those rib tips, so we leave them off. Let's go over here to the cutting board. We're going to flip over and I'm going to cut just a couple of them. And as you can see, as we cut through, they've got a nice glaze to them. They also have a decent smoke ring to them. And the fact is that when you pull them off the bone, there's a little bit of tug, but not so much that they won't come off the bone with your teeth. That's good rib meat. You're not going to have any problem with it. And that's as sweet as anything you can get off of a baby back rib. That's one thing why we love St. Louis style more than we do baby backs. Plus they're very flat on a reheat. Okay, so if you love ribs, don't count W Squared out. I guarantee you, we can compete with anybody in the state for succulent, tasty ribs.